All right, this is a short little lesson on date and time. The insert date and time is in insert. So if you click on the insert tab, you'll see date and time over here. Because I use this feature so often, I've added it to my quick bar here. All right, so that way I can just insert it from here regardless of which tab I happen to be on or which ribbon I happen to be on. Now, pretty straightforward. However, if you like a format, click on it. Right, I really like this one, and make it your default format. So that way, that's the one that is always selected when you come up. So say yes, that's the one that I always want. So the next time I hit, if I go and hit it now, it'll automatically select that, and I can hit OK. And then it's inserted, date and time. Careful you don't have anything selected when you do insert, because it'll delete whatever you had selected. So careful you don't have, let's say, this entire paragraph, because if you insert date and time now, it'll replace that entire paragraph with the date and time. The other thing I want you to know about date and time, let's say you're sending out resumes and cover letters like crazy, and it's always the same cover letter because you shouldn't do that, of course, but it doesn't even have to be a cover letter. It could be any kind of letter or a form letter, let's say a bill, a monthly statement, etc. But you want the date to be reflecting today's date. Well, rather than have to change that, it's automatically going to put in today's date. Okay, so it's automatically updating without having to click this. Now, if you create a document that you know you're going to send out on a regular basis and you don't want the original date to show up, like right now, if I insert this date and I save this document, the next time I open this document, it's still going to say September 15th. However, if I want it to reflect the actual date, what I would do before inserting it is I would say, I know I'm going to use this document all the time, and I want the date to update automatically without me having to reinsert it. So when I insert it the first time, I'm going to say, whenever I open this document, update to show me the actual date. So now this is like a field that's linked to the calendar. And now when I open this tomorrow, rather than it say September 15th, it's going to say September 16th. Neat little feature that a lot of people don't know is there. So those are the basics for inserting date and time. This is another brief lesson. This one deals with changing case. Another one of the features that I think you should wait until you've typed your document in and then try to make it look good. So this is a small part of a document here, and let's say that you're going through the steps and you're saying, all right, I want to make this look better. One of the things you might decide is, I would like to make these titles so that every single word is uppercase, or every single letter of every word is uppercase. You would select it first, of course, and this is your change case button here. This is brand new. They used to put it in font, and you'd have to find change case or format change case is where it was, but right now it's right on it made it on the main home ribbon here. So now you can drop this down. Sentence case just means that the first letter of the first word will be uppercase, right? Lowercase, everything would be lowercase. Uppercase, everything would be uppercase. This is a neat one here. I like this one, especially for titles. So capitalize each word. So I'm going to do that, and now that looks good. And now I would want that for every one of my main titles. Now you have two choices. Because the last thing I did was change case with capitalize each first letter, you can hit F4 here, and F4, of course, again, is repeat. So whatever I just did, do it again. So with one hand, you can select the words, and then with the other hand, you can just hit your F4 key, and that way, you're going to get the effect that you want very, very quickly. Again, it falls in line with the make it, then make it pretty. So change case, very easy, fast. Used in conjunction with F4, you can get through a document and make it look very professional very quickly. The other thing you could have done is, I'm just going to undo here, is you could have put your control key down to select these things. So I've selected the first one. I'm going to put my control key down now. I'm going to select all of the pieces that I want, and then from there I'm going to go to change case, and I'm going to go to capitalize each word, and now it's affected all four areas, and I must have let that one go by accident, and then I can just capitalize each word. So F4, or your ability to use control key, you can do either of those and get the desired effect.